Hello everyone, what's up? I want to talk a little bit about some of the upcoming features that's going to be released in Alpha 16. So we're currently in the Alpha 15.1.2 build for 7 Days to Die, and there's some pretty neat stuff coming up. I want to do a quick video talking about just some of the highlights that really interest me. So one of the biggest things that I think is the addition of electricity. So they're going to give us, like, right now we have these switchable lights, like the mobile lights, and then these poles that we can make up, as well as those industrial lights. But they're going to be adding the ability to craft generators, solar panels, or use like a battery bank to power certain things. All right, they're going to include now powered traps. They're going to putting in traps and then the ability to power those traps. Like if you wanted to put something, say, at the front door or at a side entrance like that, you run like wires. Like think about if any of you guys have played like Fallout, right? Fallout 4, you place a generator down and then you have the device you want to power and then you would extend a wire to it and you'd be able to power it. This is going to bring a whole new facet of building in with the addition of electricity as well as electrical traps. Now, I don't know the exact type of traps that they're going to be put in. There was talk about a flamethrower trap, an arrow trap, a Molotov cocktail trap, things like that, and maybe even one with spinning machetes and axes, something crazy. So electricity is a huge thing. There's also talking about putting in a zip line. Like say I wanted to put a zip line in way up there and maybe an escape to zip line over to the side of the mountain or something like that. Or maybe you've built your fortress up on top of a mountain and you want to be able to easily zip line down to a city or something. So zip lines are going to be added. There is also basic spawn improvements and world improvements as well. That's always going to be implemented in new alpha updates. One of the big things they're talking about is, and I think it'd be important to go up to the top of this, is the ability to, now this is not how they described it, but the ability to see POIs, points of interest, at a distance, right? So the way it spawns right now, you have to get really close to see it. And like right now, you see that there is a pathway right here and you can't see what's at the end of that path. Same thing with that path. So what they've done is in this alpha update, they've given the ability to see the town from a distance. You don't see the buildings, you can see the paths. But there's talk about improved POIs, so you'd be able to see the house or whatever is at the end of those pathways. So that's a pretty cool feature. They're also replacing like some of the models, like the bear. They're making the bear look even more mean and aggressive, and I think it looks pretty cool. Replace the bears, the deer, the pigs, and I think they're going to replace the hornet with a zombie vulture. Oh, I got a plane. A zombie vulture. And then one thing that I'm definitely not looking forward to is they're adding snakes into the desert areas and the plains. And that's not cool. I don't like snakes. Also, there's talk about adding wolves to appropriate areas. Maybe like a snow area, they'd add wolves, something like that. Improving the crops, and also, like I said, cleaning up some basic stuff in the world. As far as helping the game run even better. I think it runs pretty darn good right now. So just to sum up, my things that I'm really looking forward to is zip lines, electricity, and the traps, the implementation of traps. Now, there are some things like lock picking and blueprint features, but they've already talking about that probably being pushed to Alpha 17. Now, the one biggest thing that I did not see in there, I haven't seen it anywhere, I may be missing it, but there's no talk about bandits. What happened to the bandits, right? I want to see the bandits. I would imagine that it's probably a little bit more difficult to implement than originally thought, but What do you guys think? You guys want to see those bandits as much as I do? One other thing I want to ask you guys. I was curious, do you guys play single player? Do you play multiplayer servers? How do you guys play this game? As well as leave it down in the comment section. What are some of the things that you guys would like to see? One thing that I've already talked about in our videos, with the addition of all this water, I would love to see boats, whether it be just a raft. You know, maybe you could put down like a wooden raft and you put a chair on it, and then you can put like an auger blade as a, maybe you could use the complete auger as a boat motor that would push you across the water, right? And then with that, also implement fishing for food, right? We've got to do something with the water. Now that there's so much water in the world, I would love to see rafts with boat motors and maybe implement some sort of fishing. Let me know down in the comments section below what you guys would like to see, and if you guys are looking forward to the addition of these the electricity and the traps and the zip lines and all that stuff. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching.